Hello, our visitors and followers in the YouTube channel. Let me introduce our company. We are privately owned company located in United Arab Emirates, Sharjah. We are seller and promoter for car diagnostic tools and car scanners. We sell multiple types and we are authorized dealer for lunch equipment. In this video, we are going to present and demonstrate the most used and professional car diagnostic tool of lunch. They have wide range of diagnostic tools, but in this video we are going to explain the most advanced and the most professional diagnostic tool. Here in our table we have Lunch Pro and Lunch Pro 3 and BAD 3 and V3. At the most left in this photo, the most left is the BAD V, the new version of lunch equipment with the smart box. And in here we have Lunch Pro, and this one is the Lunch Pro 3, and this one, the right hand, is the Lunch X431 BAD 3. We are going to just going in details with the hardware differences. If we go to the display, the Lunch Pro has only 8-inch display, while the Pro 3, which is the right, has 10.1. The BAD 3 is 10.1, and the BAD V is also 10.1 inch LCD screen. The CPU in Pro, it's 1.3 gigahertz, and also in the Pro 3 it's 1.4 gigahertz, but 2 gigahertz in the both BAD 3 and BAD V. The RAM is 2 gigabyte for all of them, excluding this, the V, the Lunch BAD V, which is 4 gigabyte. The ROM is 16-bit is in the Lunch Pro, but while in the Lunch Pro 3 it can be expandable. Actually, you can add 32 gigabit SD card, but in the Pro 3 also it's the same, 16 gigabyte plus 32 gigabit expansion SD card. In the BAD 3 it's 64 built-in, cannot be expanded, but it's totally enough and good enough to do the work. But the BAD V is 64 gigabit plus 128 gigabit expandable. Sorry. In the future, if you want to download the online programming, if you want to keep and save all the software for the cars, you can do it with V without any limitation. The operating temperature for all of them is from 0 to 50 Celsius. The camera, the Pro has camera from front side 5 megapixel. The Pro 3 also is the same, but the BAD 3, which we are seeing now in the screen, is 2 megapixel from the front and 8 from the rear. But the BAD V also is 8 from the front, 13 from the back. The access port, we have micro USB at the Pro and the Pro 3 also, but in the BAD 3 we have micro USB plus RJ45 plus HDMI to whom want to show. And also in the V also it's the same. It's USB and have also the HDMI where you can show the photos and everything in a very big screen. The connector, the VCI, all of them are working with the Bluetooth connector, okay, and the Wi-Fi also, where you can update by only one click. We are not going to speak about the size because you can see it in front of you now. The battery is it's so advanced in the BAD 3 and the BAD V, 15,000 milliampere per hour, but in the BAD V also 9,360 milliampere per hour. I'm just trying to find the points where it's really important. The IP degree, yes, the IP degree is 65 here in this BAD 3, which is really, if you spray water, it will not be affected. You can add the optional modules to the Pro. You can add the video scope and the Wi-Fi printer, but in the Pro 3, you can add the video scope, Wi-Fi printer, HD scope, box, sensor box, and battery test from Lunch. BAD V also, it has also the same capability of BAD 3, sorry, which is video scope, Wi-Fi printer, sensor box, battery test, all are there. The hardware, we do not want to go more in hardware, but we want to speak about the software. If you go to the software, the major difference between all of them is bad V, which is the most left hand. Okay, this is the bad V, which is working only with the Bluetooth, but the bad V, which is at the most left, it has the smart box, which is working with support the J2534 programming capability, where you can use it also for third-party software like GM, Ford, and others. You can download the software on your laptop, but also you can use this box to access the software and do your programming without need to buy a special and dedicated cable. The software upgrade for all of them launches offering 3 years free update. We said the online programming, the coding, everything can be done with V and BAD 3. VIN identification, all of them support auto VIN identification from Pro 3, BAD 3. All of them support the auto VIN identification. And all of them support multi-language, including the Arabic language, which is in our area important. The vehicle coverage, all of them cover all the vehicles, Asian, European, Asian, when we say Asian, we say Chinese, Korean, and also Japanese cars, European cars, and also American cars. All of them covers the same, above than 1996 and also below. So all of them has also the connectors, which is important for the old cars. About the feature, the system diagnosis, all of them does the system diagnosis. So all of them does the full system capability, scanning and erasing the faults. Remote diagnosis, all of them support remote diagnosis. The guide function, this is very important. Only BAD 3 and V has the full capability of guide functions. Can guide you how to do the work and how to program things. In the programming, if you go to the programming, the online programming, we say about programming, Mercedes-Benz, BM, sometimes it supports also Audi, Ford, Mazda. We are sure about Mercedes and BM because we work with them and we supported our clients with this two programming. The advanced programming and the online programming only available in BAD 3 and BAD V. If you say about coding, all of them make coding, but the BAD 3 and the BAD V does have advanced coding. So it gives you a lot of possibility with variant coding, with a lot of configuration. In the TBMS sensor, all of them can register the sensor IDs and can also reset the system and do a lot of scanning about this TBMS tire pressure monitoring system. ADAS calibration, only it's optional in Pro 3 and BAD 3 and BAD V. In the service functions, this is so important. In the service function, you have to know that Pro can support 11 service functions, while Pro 3 can support 15 special service functions, while BAD 3 and BAD V, this is really the top of the range, can support 16 service functions. We are going to speak about the service functions in details. The service functions, we start with the oil reset. All of them can do the oil reset. All of them can do the brake pad reset. All of them can do the battery matching reset. The steering angle, SAS steering reset and SAS position sensor reset, throttle adaptation. All of them can do adapt the throttle in all the cars, very wide coverage. DBF recognition, all of them mostly can do the DBF recognition. ABS brake bleeding, all of them can do the ABS brake bleeding, automatic bleeding now in the new cars. It is very good and very important function. Anti-theft matching, all of them can do the anti-theft matching. Tire pressure reset, all of them can do the tire pressure reset. We say about it in the previous point. Injector coding, you can do the injector coding with Launch Pro, Pro 3 and BAD 3, okay, and BAD V. Gear learning is a very important option. All of them can do the gear learning and gear adaptive And sunroof initialization, this is so important. Pro cannot do the sunroof initialization while Pro 3, BAD 3, BAD V can only do the sunroof initialization. The headlamp matching cannot be done with Pro. It can be done with Pro 3, BAD 3, and also BAD V. Suspension matching. Suspension system is one of the important system, and the new models of the cars does have option to match the suspension and to program them. The Pro 3 and BAD 3 and BAD V only can do this option. AT matching, automatic transmission matching, also can be done with the Pro 3, BAD 3, and also BAD V. I'm going to open the screens and just go to the reset. Now you cannot find the reset functions. Why? Because it is not yet updated. You have to register your product, activate your product, and then download the related software. Then you can find all of the reset functions what we are talking about. EGR adoption. EGR adoption is really very important and very advanced function that you cannot find in a Pro, and also Pro 3. You cannot find in a Pro or a Pro 3. You want to do this, you must have BAD 3 and must have BAD V. All of them support 3 years free online free update, and all of them are working with the Wi-Fi technology, so you can update your system without going back to the dealer or without having a hassle of removing the SD card or do a special things. No need, just one trigger. All of them can connect with the car from distance, so it's about the Wi-Fi. So you can put it in the car and just go away from the car. So if you work in the jack, for example, you lift the car and you want to work down of it, you can do that. Or if you have the garage and you have the control room or or your office, you can just take the device and work under AC. Away from the sounds and from the tough environment. The IP degree is really important thing. If you see that you need this, you can buy the BAD V because it's about IP degree 65, which means the water spray. You cannot immerse it with water, but you can just it can handle a small spray. All of them can do the reporting and the print out of the reports. We also sell a small Wi-Fi printer that is explained in another video. It is a built-in function in launch equipment. So you by one click you can just print out the reports. Here you can identify also your workshop information. So in the report it can show up. You can also keep the database of your garage, so all your customer names, car models, everything. All of these devices are original, and we are official dealer of Launch. So the version available now, the Pro is version 3, while the Pro 3 also is version 3. This one is version 2. The BAD 3 is V2. This is the latest model of BAD 3 with the full capabilities, and it has the small Bluetooth. All the software is saved inside the machine. In the BAD V, it's a new model actually. It's still version 0, I believe, because this is the newer model of Launch. It's really hard and rugged, capable to handle the heavy work in the garage. And this is the smart box. This is really the new innovation of Launch. So this is the smart box, the programming. It can support the programming protocols and campus protocols to program most of the cars. So if you do not have a built-in software like Mercedes, BM, Audi, Golf, in this machine, you can use it with GM. You can install the software in GM and just go inside your username and password and just do the programming. In all of them, you have also the possibility to check for the error code and There is some error code that is supported with a full explanation, and remote help from launch is available. We as a dealer, we give you a warranty, 1 year warranty on the hardware, like for example the touch screen, the Wi-Fi, the software update working or not. You can order all of these devices. All of these devices are available in stock in our office, and anytime you can just call for it. We ship to our region, GCC and Middle East. We can also ship out of this area, but you have to be careful that these machines, it's protected with the IB limitations. So the machines that I am presenting in this video is designed to work in the this part of the world, the MENA, Middle East, GCC, and then Africa. So if you take this machine and work in Europe, it will block. It cannot be worked unless we pay some penalty for launch to protect the dealer over there, or in USA as well. So this is a dealer product. This is not the online product. You can find some online product like, you know, this is the red color one. They called it Pro, for example. Let's talk about Launch Pro. There is Launch V, Launch X431V. Launch Pro 3, there is Launch X431V Plus. So this is a very advanced car diagnostic tool with full capability of programming and coding, and we explain the little difference between all of them. In the fact, the price is also varying between all of them. The Launch Pro is around $1,000. I want to calculate it because the Pro 3 we sell here for 5,500 dirhams. You can divide by 3.66. The Launchpad 3 we sell it for 8,000 dirhams. And the Bad V we sell it for 10,000 dirhams. So if we say 10,000 dirhams divided by 3.66